Round 1.
Hi everyone, it's Diabolik with Bacon Ice Cream Productions here at Dreamation 2009. I guess we can title this Once More with Feeling, as we just recorded an interview with Dave Simpson and realized the mic was not turned on. Again. Not with him. We did it once with Tony, but Tony accidentally flipped the switch without realizing it. This one was totally my fault. And, oops. So we're going to make this a little concise, and we're going to go back and work with the other footage and see what we can come up with from that. Hi, Dave.
Hey.
You're more clothed than the last time people may have seen you.
Yep.
That's good.
I agree.
Yes. I think your girlfriend appreciates it too.
Thing is that the internet never wants to see again.
Well, yeah. You are here because you are representing a company and demoing their games, and also doing stuff for your own games.
That is correct. I was demoing Bucephalus Games. I was demoing Living Labyrinth, Toboggans of Doom, and Rorschach, which is, for those who don't know, it's like Apples to Apples, except with inkblots.
Which I really need to check out now that I know that.
Yes, you do.
Those went well for you? You know, you got a good turnout for them?
Yep. Especially Rorschach. Rorschach was a big hit.
Well, we are making this concise. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
So,
so
aside from that stuff,
it was a big hit. I mean, what more to say about that? Good times and nothing too outrageous, you know. So it's all good. And then I showed off for my own stuff. I was showing off Blood and Leather, the boxing card game that I've already created and we've talked about in previous.
Actually, I don't know if we have, because
yes, we did.
You sure?
We talked about it at Wicked, and we talked about it at DexCon.
No, we didn't, because I wasn't at DexCon.
No, I'm talking previous DexCon.
No.
Or
First time I heard of it was Dreamation. I think you said not to put anything up.
Oh, I don't know. So
talk about it real quick, because...
Okay, Blood and Leather. Boxing card game, whole new dynamic, and it's a two-player game as it stands right now, and I am developing a four-person expansion out to 4 persons, so basically doing it in teams. So it's a unique game, very good dynamic. Very stable, and you know, now I'm down to kind of superficial tweaks.
It's a fun game. Rich and I demoed it on Thursday night, and we had a good time with it. But you're also here doing another game.
Yep. The other game I've been showing off is Rampaging Titans, which is a up to 6-person game of tug of war, involving a central creature that everybody moves around and attempts to force to destroy other people's villages and get.
And that went well?
That went well. We did our first 6-player demo of it. It was, you know, obviously it needs work because it's the first demo and the first time I've even gotten a chance to do that kind of a playtest. Went real well. Very good reactions, and a lot of people saying it's a great concept. It's just going to need work, and I mean, considering I just started working on it, it's to be expected.
So what can we expect from you in the future?
Auction is still in the works, so those who were at a previous DexCon Dreamation who got a chance to actually check it out, it is still in the works. I'm still working on it, but as it is a much more involved game dealing with economics, it is taking a little bit more time than I expected. I'm working on several other games which have yet to be titled, and I do actually have a game that it's like a bizarre concept that it may not even come to fruition. It's called Walrus Ice Dancing, which is a game about walruses doing ice dancing.
I think it should never come to fruition.
We don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do it with penguins as well.
Well, have you seen Hey, That's My Fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have. And I like Hey, That's My Fish.
Me too.
That's a good game.
We had a guy from Steve Jackson, the MIBs, stop in our store and brought that just as a time killer thing, and it went huge. I'd never even seen it before. It's
such a fun little game, and it's good for all ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with Living Labyrinth. Very, very good game for all ages. It's actually rated 8 and up. But we had all adults for when I showed it off, and it was a huge, huge hit because people were enjoying backstabbing each other like crazy.
Cool.
Toboggan's a Doom, same thing, but the whole game is based around backstabbing each other, so. Definitely, we got what we expected out of that, and actually it was also a pretty big hit.
Cool.
Good convention though. It was a good convention, and
What do you think of the new?
it's gonna take some getting used to. I'm just used to the East Brunswick hotel a little bit more, but it's not Island.
Oh, thank God. That was atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against that hotel, just the layout for where everything was just...
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, and there's also the fact that we just had one calamity after another.
Yeah, you had personal stuff happen to you.
Yeah, I had my car broken into.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was pretty bad.
But, yeah. But from the convention standpoint, that had nothing necessary.
No. The convention itself wasn't too bad. It was just a little crowded. It was too small of an area with too many people in it.
Yeah. Hey, while you're sitting here, you went to Wicked Fair yesterday.
Yes, I did.
And I might as well, since I went to Wicked Fair after you came back.
Right.
What did you think of the layout there?
Actually, I said to everybody that I went with, if they can keep that hotel, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because that is a good hotel. It's a heck of a lot better than the Edison, just because of the fact that again they have a whole space.
Yeah.
And the staff seems so much more accepting of them.
Well, I don't know about that.
Really?
There was a point where I was in the lobby and we were getting stared down hard by 3 dudes in suits that were just like, they just gave the vibe of, we don't want you here. And I was just sitting there.
Were they the hotel staff?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Well, did you hear any of the drama that happened there?
No.
Well, yes, you did, because I already explained it to you.
Oh, yeah, well, that.
Hotel part
right.
Yeah. So they were just on edge the entire time. They were looking for reasons to boot people.
Considering the content of that fair, I can understand why they'd be a little bit more on edge.
Okay, I'm down with that. And I wrote a blog post about it yesterday.
Yeah.
I understand the content makes it a little more difficult to deal with.
It is a little bit more, I don't want to say bizarre, but maybe unusual isn't a more appropriate word.
Eccentric, I think, would be a
eccentric would work, yeah. Well, eccentric also I was thinking about overtones. It's not negative that I'm trying to go for. It's just, it's not exactly mainstream.
Right. Obscure. Yeah, I guess obscure would be good.
Maybe.
But it's a matter of, if you're going into that and you know that that's going to be the case,
yeah.
Why is it that they needed to, impose such strict things the day that the con's supposed to start? And that's when it all happened, was that morning.
See, that's I don't know, and because I only went there for a brief time, I really don't know all the ins and outs.
Right.
I mainly went there, and I'll be perfectly honest, I mainly went there because I wanted to visit friends who were working there, my friend Jess and my friend Steph, and I also wanted to say hi to Jeff because of what happened to him. I wanted to make sure he was okay, and that was about the long and the short of it. I mean, we went and caught the White Elephant Burlesque show, which was absolutely amazing. Caught up with Voltaire.
When I got there, he had just gone on stage, and I don't know if you saw the staging area, but that was actually kind of cool.
That was a nice stage.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, I was very impressed. And I caught a couple of other performances that were going on after White Elephant was done.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, much better, much more elaborate and varied in content, and especially with the dealers, much greater variety than, especially again, because the last time I went was Edison, than that one. And remember, that one was also bad because the fire marshal had messed around with them.
Well, the fire marshal was kind of there too, but not as bad as
last time.
Last time, it really feels like he gets singled out, and they're trying to find a reason to. I'm not sure. I don't know if you went to any of the ones when he was in the convention center. The problem with that was, while that could serve a lot of issues of getting people out of that, and you just section that off, is that then you can't just transition into a room or transition, elsewhere in the hotel to,
right.
But I think that's something that he needs to consider, or find a place that's going to be that accepting, because it affects the morale of everyone around. A lot of the employees or volunteers were just kind of down on the fact that they couldn't fit and just go and enjoy themselves.
Right.
All of the parties were like, if you got above this decibel level, you had the chance of the cops showing up. and the cops were on the floor, like, were rotating the floors every 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, they were
Man,
just...
I'm really glad I didn't stick around.
Yeah.
Because I know the after parties that we got invited to, again, because I have friends there.
Yeah.
I know those would have gotten not just loud, but just downright rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
to somewhat of a respectable
some of
level.
the same people, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a point where, you know, people will be like, yeah, keep it down, but it's not going to happen.
Right, yeah. Especially, you know, with liquor free flowing.
Right.
Free flowing. That's the words I wanted.
Yeah, once you add alcohol into the mix, forget it. All bets are off.
All right, we're getting the cue to wrap it up.
Okay, so thanks, guys, and we'll keep you posted on what's going on with me and Bucephalus games and Knighthawk games. And peace out.
Ha 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 ha.